Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of this Shogun 2 Let's Play. And now we'll start immediately with a battle against those few data units that are left. We only have our general and one Ashigaru unit, but our general should kinda be able to just beat all of those units alone, so let's just go. Okay, here we are on the battlefield. Okay, the plan will be to pretty much run at the enemy. Okay, adjusting my mouse speed. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Okay, yeah, let's just run at the enemy, and that's our strategy. Let's go. Here, yeah, there's a little interesting little way, I guess. Okay, let's go. And let's see. Okay, the enemy units are actually pretty far away. Also, what is nice that we now have stand and fight unlocked. That will be very helpful in some battles. So, I think I will just try to charge the enemy here.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
They are able to get off one volley. Oh, now the bombs. Let's see how many we lose. One bomb. Two bombs. We didn't lose anybody. Okay. I think now the general should just be able to destroy everybody. Okay, we lost two now. That's okay. Yeah, the unit is still fresh.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay, very nice. Okay, we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, the rebels, or not the rebels, the remaining data forces have been destroyed. So now we have this force that we still have to deal with. And it seems like they might try to attack Oshu. Yeah, I might just move this Ashigaru unit into Iwase and get the general into Oshu. This way we will make it likelier that they will actually attack the province, because we have less units in there. And because we don't want them to start raiding our territory. Okay, so how's it looking over here? Yeah, here's an enemy force that will attack, likely. That's no problem. We will be able to defend here. And okay, everything's looking pretty good right now. Let's have a look at our finances. We have -1 here. Are we... Okay, I will get the town watch next turn. Okay, good. So this will be fine. Okay, now we could actually think about getting the upgrade here. But it will take quite some time before the building is built and before we get some money back. So I kinda don't really want to do it, honestly. How's happiness looking here? Oh, nice. We can actually tax this province. Okay, very good. Now the question is how we should use our money. Could actually get an encampment here, yeah. This will reduce the recruiting cost and also increase replenishment. But also we can upgrade the encampment even more, so that it will increase the melee stats or the armor of newly recruited units. So let's get this. And we might just wait until we have the encampment and the master armor before we start recruiting more units. But we will see. Yeah, the katana samurai, they actually take 4 turns in this mod. I think all samurai take 4 turns. So yeah, that kinda speaks against making them, I guess. Maybe if we upgrade this, the samurai recruitment time is reduced. Yeah, here the time is reduced by a 1 turn if we get this Nodachi dojo. But yeah, that's also an investment that we don't want to make. It's unnecessary. So yeah, at this point Maybe we can have a look at the arts that we are researching. That is good. We will increase our tax rate by 5%. Perfect. And yeah, now we can end the turn. Right, or maybe I want to have another look at the taxation. Okay. How's the happiness in this province? It is free actually. Actually, we can tax this province because -1 is not really a problem. It won't cause rebellion unless you had a higher number of unhappiness before, like you had a turn of -2, for example, and then you will have another turn of -1, then a rebellion will happen. But if you only have -1 all of the time, then a rebellion will not happen. But it will reduce the growth. It will actually give you minus growth, so that wouldn't be too nice. Yeah, it will stay -1 next turn because we'll lose 1 military crackdown repression, but we'll also lose 1 resistance to invaders unhappiness, so it will stay -1. So I think I actually want to get a unit into this province. Okay, yeah, they have a bunch of Ashigaru, but I want to keep those units here just to be certain that I will not lose this province. But I think also in this province the castle is really strong, so that's good. Yeah, I think actually we'll just recruit 1 unit just so that the happiness will be fine next turn. And yeah, this will help us make a lot more money because, yeah, wow, we make 500 if we tax this province. Okay, very good, perfect. At this point we can end the turn. And let's see what happens. Okay, it happened something that I did not expect. With Datte, they moved a force from here to our province, and now the Iwaki decided to attack. Now we have 2 armies attacking this province, and they actually have a bunch of... Wow, this is actually scary. This will be a brutal fight, I think. It will be nice. They actually have 4 Kachi samurai, which basically they are Yumi samurai, but they have much less ammunition than the base game, but they have better melee stats than the base game. So they are kind of like katana samurai basically, but with a bow as well and a bit of ammunition. They also have 160 men, so the same number of men that katana samurai would have. Very strong. And also a bunch of Ashigaru, which are not the biggest problem, but they are still in mass, they can be dangerous. And this is the really scary stuff. They have 1 Datte Bulletproof Samurai, and in this mod, the Bulletproof Samurai are absolutely insane. Their stats are really impressive. They have very high melee defense, very high armor, and they are of course resistant to bullets, and bullets is our main way of destroying. So we are kinda in a dangerous situation. Also more archers, this can also be annoying if they use them well. And 3 generals, the generals are also very strong, so yeah. Also they have a bunch of experience. So this battle will definitely be interesting, I would say. They also have double the numbers. Luckily we do have 2 katana samurai retainers in this garrison and a bunch of more garrison units than a normal stronghold, because this one is upgraded, I think. But okay, without further talking, let's go right into the battle. Okay, here we are on the battlefield, and luckily this is actually the strongest defensive map that I have at the moment, I would say. I have to also say this strongholds, of course, from the Stronghold of the Samurai mod, and those strongholds help a lot. If you just had a normal stronghold from the base game where it's just like basically a platform, you would just be surrounded by every side. Your guns would not be able to shoot for such a long time as here, because here you can of course put them into this position and then just shoot down all the enemies. And this helps a lot, while in a normal game you would likely be doomed if the enemy was attacking you with this much units. So I have to say, this mod is definitely also helping and I guess making the challenge a little bit easier. But I think it's still very challenging, and it's also fun when you can do something like this and fight against insane odds. But okay, let's start with the unit positions. Okay, I think we only want 1 samurai retainer there at a time, because the samurai retainers, they are very, very valuable, and the more we have there, the more they can die to our friendly fire, our matchlock tower here as well, as well as enemy archers, so we'll try to have the least amount of units there that we can put there and still not lose. Okay, I have to think for a second. So this tower will not be defended, it's not good. Actually, what we should do is take out the towers, because they will be used against us. Okay, good. Okay, we have our archer unit in the ground. This can happen in the Stronghold of the Samurai mod sometimes, units in the ground. You have to be careful, you have to always look where all of your units are. But now it's fine. Okay, so now we want our garrison units, our other garrison units. And we want them to be the units that will fight if we need to fight, basically. So of course we have one Samurai Retainer unit that will defend here. We can also send a Ashigaru unit to defend here. And then we can reinforce with the Samurai unit. And we can we can then reinforce with the other garrison units we have here. Okay, yeah, that's the plan. Now our archers, we can also quickly put our archers into a position from which they can fire. To this position, good. We also have our other archer unit. Let's put them into this position. Should be okay. Okay, and now we can actually start the battle. Let's burn this, let's burn this. Okay, so we have the first enemy army, the Iwaki attacker. Oh, we got the house here, the poor house is now burning. Come on guys, don't hit the house is not what we need to burn. Okay, now, oh, the house exploded and actually I think took one Ashigaru out. Maybe because we only have 219 right now instead of 220. Come on. Okay, it's burning. Okay, actually maybe we lost some to archer fire, but now we are losing even more. Oh, maybe we lost that one guy to archer fire. Not sure. Okay, this is not optimal, but it has to be accepted, of course. Okay, now let's think. Where are the Date? I hope they are not coming from a different direction, to be honest. I'm not sure where exactly they are coming from, but we will have to see. Okay, the Ashigaru are going into position. Okay, here there are enemy archers. That is kinda annoying. The position, they might be able to shoot at us all of the time. And the Kachi Samurai, they are a lot more dangerous than the normal Ashigaru archers. They will actually do more damage and they might screw us. Okay, still looking for the Date army. Not seeing it yet. Okay, but now we should also start retreating from this position. Yeah, they are moving the archers to attack our units, which is very annoying. But what do we want them to do? Of course, they have to try and beat us. And they are actually doing a good job with the archers here. Kinda have to try and take them out somehow. But okay, let's continue looking for the Date reinforcing army. And yes, we are using legendary, we cannot have a look at the whole map. We have to stay close to our units and try to see something from this perspective. Okay, now they started firing with the archers. Our guns, they have also started firing, I think mostly on those units that are there. Oh yeah, now our samurai and Shigaru are losing more men to the archers. And the scary thing is, I noticed on siege maps, especially on Stronghold of the Samurai mod, in the Stronghold of the Samurai mod, is that sometimes the units will just not move. And this mainly happens when there are a lot of units on the battlefield, so that's also a little bit scary, I guess. But maybe it will work out, we'll see. Seems to kinda work. Okay, and we will try to not move too much anyway. The enemies, they are moving up, the archers are firing at us. I don't know what we can do against it, I don't think too much. Luckily, we have a good amount of armor. Let's use Inspire for our guns. Will quite helpful and increase the stats of the guns. Okay, nice. I think it's fine if we just defend in a position like the one we are in right now. We don't want to charge, we want our units to stay in formation, and we want our guns to deal the most damage. But it's good that the data are mainly also coming from the same side, so they will hopefully all go into this position and just be shot down. It seems like, however, a few units are moving a little bit differently. But still, I think they want to climb up here, that is still okay, as long as they don't climb up here then. Now the archers are trying to fight those samurai, let's retreat him a bit. Okay, now the fight has begun. Fight has begun. Our units are holding for now. And of course it's kinda hard to see who's who, because we both have red clan colors. But yeah, we have the samurai, they have the Ashigaru for now. Our guns, they are shooting. How many kills have they gotten? 142, that is pretty good for the start. Oh no, we have lost one gunner. I think the archers have started firing at them. This is dangerous. We have to try and keep our gunners alive, but it seems like they have now stopped, which is good. Also, another good thing is the more units they use to attack us with, the more they will do friendly fire of their archers, so that's good. Now the fearsome Date units are moving up. Of course the Date have to have the strongest units, they are the masters of battle. Here we can already see a banner of the enemy on the ground, very good. Very nice. But yeah, now more and more enemy units are coming. Are all guns able to fire? Yeah, it seems like pretty much all guns are able to fire, very good. The archers are also firing, also getting a few kills. They can definitely do a bit against Ashigarus because they do not have a bunch of armor. Okay, so now this is interesting. We have enemies climbing up here. We have to protect the wall. We can't let the enemy climb up the wall. We have to protect our guns. They have to be on the wall all the time. If it's possible, that's what we have to achieve. But the problem is they also have a bunch of archers here now, so they can just shoot all of our units that we use to defend this position, so it's becoming a little bit scary. Oh yeah, it seems like they are trying to climb up. No, no, you will not climb up. No matter what happens, we cannot allow them to climb. Okay, now they're just chilling. Okay, now they are likely going to attack our units. Like a position like this maybe, this is possible. And here a position like this, okay. Yeah, more and more enemies are coming through. But right now it's still looking okay. Let's also use Warcry, it reduces enemy stats as well as their morale. Rapid Advance, I think, also reduces fatigue, so we can also use this. It's increased unit speed and charge bonus. Okay, it only says that it will increase charge bonus and speed, but we can test. Oh yeah, it also removed the fatigue, at least for the time that it is activated. We'll see what will happen after it runs out. Our guns already have gotten 421 kills. Now it's very interesting, we can see the data units very well. Yes, of course, they have their nice blue colors. Our samurai are kind of being pushed back, but they are still holding. And now we are also being attacked over here as well, yeah. And here we also have enemy archers. They are quite dangerous, those samurai archers. Okay, unfortunately we did have a crash, but now we are back I started the battle again, and we are in a pretty similar position as we were in the last time. We are defending this position as well as this position. Datev again decided to put a few units to this side, and yeah, also a few units attacking from this side. And yeah, our samurai are doing very well. This time they still have more men, which is quite good. But what is not supposed to happen is that the enemies are not supposed to take this tower, so let's try to get the samurai to move to there. These Ashigaru are supposed to go into this position. Let's see if they will do it. Yeah, okay. Here we have our samurai. Fortunately, our Ashigaru are being shot by the enemy Yumi Ashigaru basically. Maybe we can try to move them a little bit for now, because now at the moment we have no enemy attacking this position. And yeah, I think I will just be a little bit more careful with zooming in siege battles, especially because with all the mods it can cause a crash. Might also increase the chance of a crash when you are recording. But okay. Yeah, it's still looking pretty good here. Our units are holding. Oh, they're actually, wow, getting a bunch of kills right here. Impressive. But the scary thing is when the enemy bulletproof samurai up here. Where are they? I think I saw them on this side. Might have changed their mind and instead went for different way. And all our losses are just garrison units at the moment, so this is really good for us. You can also see that the enemy Kachi samurai, and basically the samurai archers, they have rapid volley as well, so that's also a strong ability for them, making them shoot faster when it's activated. And we can use this to zoom in, as we just got a Date Ashigaru right there. Here one archer against our samurai, and wow, he was taken out. Oh well, katana samurai or samurai retainers are really doing a good job taking out a bunch of enemies. Here another one. Wow. They actually have pretty good stats. 2020 is really good. Even though of course you have to keep in mind that in this mod the stats are different than in the base game. But what should also be done is to move out an Ashigaru unit, place it into this position, and then just take out all the enemies that are fleeing. The problem is when the enemies rally here and then they attack this unit, it could be lost. So I think at this point it's too late. I needed to do that immediately in the beginning. Next time I will remember it. I still have not seen the Date bulletproof samurai. I'm a little bit confused where they were sent to. Oh, there they are. And they also have this hat, which I think is Not really from the Sengoku Jidai. It's not really accurate, but yeah, this mod is not the most historically accurate, I guess, so it's fine, I would say. Also, of course, the game Shogun 2 is also just a game and not too historically accurate. Fire ability should be used again for the guns. Now we have more enemies coming up here, the Yumi-Gumi. But they will definitely have no chance against a samurai. You have to respect them for charging against the samurai. We have a few samurai down there holding back all the enemies, while our Ashigarus are just staying back and letting them do the job. Looks kinda like they are on the Yari wall, but in this mod there is no Yari wall. They just put their spears down when enemies are close. And in this battle I did not see as much blood from enemies being hit than in the other battles where we had our matchlocks firing on them. Let's see if we can see a few enemies getting taken out by the matchlocks.
The enemy have taken the tower!
Oh no! The enemies have taken the tower. This is actually not what I wanted. Let's actually try to take the tower back. And then it seems like the samurai unit broke. Okay, now we have neutralized the tower, that is good. And our Ashigaru are holding the line. Perfect. But I guess the enemies did kinda a good job of trickling in new reinforcements slowly and not having everybody be there on once. So Tepu already got 1000 kills. Try to see where they are getting the kills. I'm not really seeing any enemies getting taken out. Okay. Right there, I think. Now the samurai. And they, of course, they are able to tank more bullets than the other units. Okay, good. Everything is holding. Nice. And yeah, okay, this is actually interesting. Now those units have come back and are attacking us from this side. This is very interesting. Let's try to fight them with garrison units if we can. But if we have to, we'll use our normal units that are up here. It seems like we might have a fight back here now. Okay, they will actually take the tower, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. Let's see how the samurais are doing. Actually, even though they are very strong, they have very high defense, meaning they can stay alive very long, but they don't really have the highest attacks. So honestly, with just having Ashigarus there holding and having guns shooting them down, this should be completely fine for us. Even though of course they take a few more hits from the bullets, but it's not enough to really matter, honestly. Okay, let's kinda charge. What I don't really like is when you charge that the units kinda become stuck in the enemy units as well. It's a little bit annoying. I might just retreat this unit because I don't like that. Yeah, I think it's smarter for Ashigarus to not charge, because we're actually losing very high amounts of units. Interesting. I guess you learn something every day. Yeah, when you try to retreat while you are in the enemy, your units will just be taken out. They won't even fight. Okay, next time I won't do that again. But it's only really the case when the units are really in the enemy units. When they have a little bit of distance, like in this situation, and you would be able to pull them out without losing too many men. Actually, yeah, this unit is suffering quite a few casualties. So the bulletproof samurai are able to take out quite a few. Okay, we will lose this unit maybe soon. how it's looking. Okay, we actually have this one which we can use now to continue coming here. Okay, this unit is luckily holding. Yeah, I think
Our men are running from the
next time I will just not charge,
Shameful
or
display.
if I charge then I will just keep them where they are. Because when you try to run while you are in the enemy units, then you will lose a bunch of men. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here, but it's nice that they are kind of holding the formation. I guess because we have defensive formation enabled. And just trying to take out the enemies. And here, while we taking out a bunch of enemies here. And they're still advancing. They have actually taken this tower. Okay, okay. But still, with our guns alive, we are fine. As long as the guns are alive and in a good position, everything is good. In the end, we still only lost a very small amount of regular units. Okay. It's a pretty even fight, but our units have the clan bonus, so they are a little bit stronger, I would say. Let's be careful, I think the smoke can cause frame issues. And we can use War Cry as well to decrease the enemy stats and their morale. Okay, the fight here is still going very well. Here as well. And other than that, the enemies are just going to flee. And some of them are going to come back, and that's a little bit annoying. Then they will attack from here, I guess. Yeah, it seems like this unit will also attack from here. But as soon as we beat all of those forces, the enemy units will rout once we fight them. So we just have to win this battle, which is slowly being won, but still the data bulletproof samurai are still alive and they are still taking out a bunch of our units. Maybe we can get them. Okay, nice, they are now running. Nice.
We have captured their tower, my lord.
At some point I might do a data let's play as well, where we can use data bulletproof samurai. I also think the Tokugawa could be interesting. The mounted gunners are available a lot earlier, I think, than the base game. So that's very good. The Dispenser power is still not completely my favor. I think the enemy generals might still be around. Maybe it's just this unit. Okay, now I think... I mean, they decided to run, so who's still left? Yeah, the enemy generals are actually still left. It seems like they might not actually attack now, so I will have to move out. It's actually very smart of them, I guess, to just chill there, because I of course want to win, so I will go ahead and charge them. I will have to go out of my defensive position. Okay, I will use my garrison units, of course. I will first have to take this gate, but honestly, yeah, I think I will just do this off cam, I guess, and just do it, and we will be right back once the battle has been won. Okay, actually at this point we are here and we are going to fight the enemy. Maybe this is still interesting to watch, so let's see. The other general's bodyguard is charging as well. Always trying to not make the game crash, so I will keep a little bit of a distance. Okay, normally you would not want to fight horses with swordmen, but our swords are quite good, they have pretty good stats. And also, we also of course have our Ashigarus with their Yaris. And what of course we also want to try and do is see if I need to get everyone to this position to hunt down fleeing foes, but it seems like everybody has already fled, so that's not too good. Actually our unit, Ashigaru unit is kinda breaking at the moment. Don't have anything to help with the morale, so our units might just get destroyed if this unit breaks. But hopefully it will be able to hold on, because they should win this fight.
My lord, their general has fallen. A cutting blow.
Oh, what is this? Another general's bodyguard charging. Oh no. This is very annoying. Now we will likely lose this unit as well. I mean, at least their generals are already taken out. The thing is also that the generals, all of them... Oh, what? Another one? All of them have the hold firm ability, which makes their morale unbreakable. And wow, we are now... Once your swords get charged by cavalry, then you are doomed. Hopefully they will now decide to climb up. Or they're just saying like, no, we are just going to stay outside, come outside if you want to get us. Okay, luckily they are now climbing up, perfect. So we just sacrificed those garrison units to get the enemies to climb up, that's absolutely fine. We just need some other garrison units to hold now, so that our guns can do the rest. Don't really want to lose any units that are not garrison units. Okay, our guns have already started firing. Let's see if we can see any general's bodyguard units get taken out. Oh yeah. Okay, interesting. They don't have that big blood splatter anymore. I think it is because I reduced the particle effects. Because I realized that in some videos, in some portions of the gameplay, it became a little bit framey and problematic. That's why I reduced the particle effects. For example, also when the smoke of the tapo appeared, then it became laggy. So that's why I reduced the particle effects, but I might turn them up a little bit again to make them a little bit more epic. Let's see. Okay, they're just being gunned down. Gunned down. I mean, not even only because of the effects of the looks of the game that it has when you see all of the blood come out. It's nice, but also because then you are able to see when your units are hitting enemies. It's quite nice when you're able to see that. Okay, they are all using the ability again, hold firm. So their stats are increased, and they also are unbreakable. So they will continue charging forward. And we are losing a bunch of archers who are willing to bravely fight. And yeah, you can see the enemies are just getting shot down while they are fighting. Okay, we have like 3 left. Oh, nice, we got the next general bravely. And that's also nice, when they all fight to the death, you can just take them all out in a fight while you're shooting them. And wow, the last guy also, bam, got shot. Perfect. They all died. Oh, okay, there was another guy. They all died just like their men, getting shot and fighting bravely. Very nice. Okay, I hope this was a fun battle. It definitely took quite some time. And yeah, also the crash was a little bit problematic. But we got through. Okay, I will just cut right now because the long animation. Okay, so yeah, we basically only lost garrison units. So a perfect defense. They lost a bunch of units, they still have a few remaining. And yeah, very nice for us. And we can actually try to hunt down remaining units and then we'll get even more experience, so very helpful. I think I might also have to end the video here because the battle took quite some time. I will have a look at the time. Okay, I have had a look at the time. We can still continue for a little bit, I would say, but likely not do a big battle anymore. Okay, what we will do now is to try and take out those remaining units here. Would be good to do that with a general. We have one here, so we will actually send the general down there. And as you saw in the last battle, we don't really need those units here. We can just defend with the garrison. So we can just use a few of the units as well. And then we will think about what we'll do with the units that we don't really need. But I guess we need them for the public order, so that's something that should also be considered. Well, we could even upgrade this outpost and then we would get even more garrison. This is really, really strong actually. This will make us able to defend pretty much every enemy attack. But it does also reduce the town growth. But only reducing it by 2 is not too bad, so I might do that. It also reduces Ashigaru and Katana unit build limit. So we'll be able to get less Ashigaru out on the map. But through the road upgrades we can get a bunch more, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, but now let's send a few units into the army of the general. Those guys. Now I will just take them out. Yeah, I kinda don't really want to do an auto resolve. I feel like I will just fight this battle and then we'll be right back. I won't show it, so yeah. Okay, very nice. We're able to take them out. Okay. So we might want to scout here and possibly attack Shirakawa soon as well. How's it looking with the blacksmith? Next turn will be upgraded, but the encampment will still need 2 turns. Interesting. Yeah, food is very strong in Shogun 2. It increases town growth in every turn or in every province. Basically, you will get more money the longer you play, I guess. Every turn you will get more wealth for your province. So yeah, food is very strong, as every province will get, for every food, it will get more town growth. So we just stack up food. All of our provinces will grow very quickly and become very strong. So yeah, it might even be a good idea to upgrade those now, as at least those that are not upgraded already. Luckily the AI does upgrade them pretty much, so we don't have to too much there as well. And this land clearance also is good, I mean, even though it does reduce the public order, which is not too good, but still, when you are able to afford it and the public order is okay, it's very much worth it. But yeah, here our public order is not very good right now. If we destroyed that, then the public order would be fine. Or we just exempt the province from taxes for now. Okay, yeah, we actually still have this army here. Yeah, we just ignore them. And here we don't have a general, unfortunately, to attack with. And I don't remember when the last time they attacked here. So it's a little bit dangerous to just move out. That's also why Shinobi would be quite good. Actually, let's build a Sakuden here, so that we can then get a shinobi. Or is that the correct place? The question. I want to build a Sakuden somewhere where I need the happiness. I'm kind of needing the happiness here, but here I don't have the build space. So I think it's necessary to build the Sakuden here. Yeah. Okay. If we upgrade the port, we will get more food, but also more, or we will get some spread of Christianity, which we don't want. We don't have any Buddhist temples yet, which you would need to counteract the spread of Christianity. Here we would need that. Okay, and next time we'll have tax reform researched as well. Okay. Yeah, I think here we have to wait until trying to scout here. I'm not able to see. Ah, come. Oh, now, okay, I kind of screwed up, but okay, at least I was able to scout. Interesting, they don't have a lot of units there at the moment. So yeah, possibly this province can be attacked soon. Can also move one Ashigaru here because we will need it to attack. Could also move the other one out as well, but then the garrison would be weaker. Okay. Yeah, I think I will just end the episode pretty much here. Maybe we can still see what the enemy will do, and then we can end it. So let's see. Let's end the turn. And let's see what they will do. Okay, Data did not decide to do anything. Maybe, I think the Mogami also did not decide to attack. Actually, it seems like nobody decided to attack. Interesting. Okay. Then we will still do a little bit of stuff. Okay, we actually got our master armor here. Very good. Gives us 4 more armor and 2 more melee attack. So units will become even stronger. This is very helpful for Ashigarus, which don't have a bunch of armor and get shredded by arrows. At this point, okay. Yeah, at this point I could try to attack. It's a little bit risky. I think he might be on ambush because he had more units there, right? Or are those the units? Let's see. Let's see what happens if we siege. Okay, yeah, enemy forces were hidden here. Okay, this is pretty good. We will actually continue with siege. Yeah, we'll actually get this unit to this province as well. This way the happiness will be fine if we recruit another unit. So we'll recruit another unit here and put it into this province. But yeah, we'll also... Will I? So recruit a unit that would not have any upgrades, but we need to recruit a unit here if we don't want any unhappiness here next turn. If we get -1 next turn, which we will, then we will lose some growth. It will become minus growth. But yeah, it's not that much, to be honest, so it should be fine. Let's try to get the units out here. Even though the encampment is not built yet, I mean, just reduce the cost by a little bit. That's not that important yet. Yeah, I think we should now use this and make a few Ashigaru here to survive for now. We'll also upgrade the roads here to survive, or to be able to get more Ashigaru out. We don't really need to, and I will get more a higher limit of Ashigaru if we upgrade it, so I think we will have to upgrade more roads. Let's upgrade this one as well. Okay, and then in the next episode we will have this battle, I guess. But yeah, actually we'll end the turn, and I think then they should attack us, and then we will end the episode. That's the plan. Let's see if they are going to attack us. Or if any other clan decides to attack us. Okay. Okay, so we'll have another one of those battles. I might actually kinda skip this battle, or only show a little bit of it, because it will become repetitive, I think. You can definitely also write down your opinion about repetitive battles, if you want all the battles, or if you want me to skip battles if they become repetitive. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next time.